So I'm going to be attempting to render hog fat here. A couple of things that you need. I got my big bag of hog fat, which I got from the butcher. I got my crock pot, which I've Googled, and that seems to be the easiest way to process it. It needs to slow cook for 6 or 8 hours. And I'm going to cut it up into chunks. That's going to use a wood saw. It's frozen right now, so it's probably the easiest. The other thing is that I'm doing this in our camper because apparently the hog fat gets pretty stinky, so you may not want to do this in your house. Plus, this crock pot was free, a junk crock pot, so I don't mess up my wife's good crock pot. So I've got it heating on high here, and I'm going to cut up some fat and basically fill this up. And once it's filled up, we'll let it sit there and render down for a number of hours, at which point we will strain it to get the pure lard, and I'll show that process later. Alright, change of plan. I have opted for a Sawzall. Let's see if this goes through this a bit quicker here. When in doubt, get the power tools out. Probably be cutting this outside so I don't get bits and pieces all over the place. Maybe I'll do that and I'll save you the gory details. Alright, so I use my Sawzall to get a few more chunks off. I'm going to start with this batch first, see how it goes. I've never done this before. It's about -2 degrees outside. Maybe -1 or 0 in the camper, just because it may be keeping a bit of warmth from the sun. I don't know if this crock pot is going to get hot enough, so we will see. May still need to do it inside or something, but let's see what happens here. Now it did turn off. Oops. Maybe I blew the circuit here. I'm going to put the lid on. Keep it warm. It could just be my connection here. Oh. Helps to have the plug stuck in the back. Perfect. Alright, let's try this again here. Power on. Here we go. Green light. Can you see it? Light off. Light on. Alright, I'm going to let that sit there for a while and see if it's going to get up to temperature. So hard to say, but I will keep you posted. So it's just on high setting, slow cook, and that will take several hours. Alright, been about 3 hours. It smells thicker than cooking bacon. You can definitely smell the fat. It's kind of a really thick food smell. It's not like a disgusting smell. It's strong though. And you can't really see it, but there is, the fat is melting down. Slowly. So it'll be a while yet. I'll just mix it up a little bit here. It probably does help to cut it into little chunks. Ouch. Because these big chunks certainly don't like to melt down too fast. Alright, I'm going to attempt to strain out my initial batch of lard using some cheesecloth. Take a good amount of the cheesecloth, fold it back up, probably use it a couple of times. This process is really to get the big chunks out. Not that I know usually what I'm talking about, but let's see, let's put this over there. So there's a bunch melted out already. So I'm gonna put the lid down. I learned just as you are, so one website was saying basically when you got a bunch to separate out, you go ahead and separate it out and let the rest keep going. The other key thing is that you don't want to do it too hot. You don't want the crock pot on high necessarily. They suggest low actually, so you don't burn the fat. So let's see if this is going to work here. I think I've burned a bit of my crackles, as they call it, the fat. Not too bad though. Okay. I'll put that, didn't make too much of a mess over the side, I'll put that back in. So that'll keep melting down. That has a ways to go there. Been 4 or 5 hours I think. There we go, look at that. Nice. That's just the way they said it was supposed to turn out. Got a little bit in the cheesecloth, not a lot. It's possible I could strain it a bit more finely. I'm not sure, but anyways, I'm going to put this in a mason jar, wide mouth mason, so it's easier to get it out. And let's see, put that down there. There we go, look at that. Pure lard. Beautiful. Nice and white color. So we'll put that in the fridge, and that should solidify into some nice usable strained lard. Excellent. Here's the final product. It's all congealed. It's turned nicely white. I'm going to take the lid off. It actually did suck the lid down, although this isn't pasteurized, so I don't think you can put these just on the shelf. They probably will go rancid after a while. What I've read is they suggest putting them in the freezer or in the fridge. So I'll probably make a bunch of these and put them in the freezer to save space in the fridge. But I'll open it up now, and then you can see the consistency of it here. I'm going to smell it. Smells a little like pig fat. That's not bad though. Nice and white color. A light scent to it. If you burn it and it gets a little bit yellow, it's good for frying and sautéing. The white stuff they suggest to keep for pie pastries. This stuff, I haven't tasted it yet. It has a slight smell to it, so I'll have to try a pastry with it in and just see what it tastes like. Like I said, it does have a slight smell to it, but I don't know if that might go away. And I'll have to smell a block of lard from the store and see what that smells like to compare it. But it looks pretty good. Good consistency. Yeah, it looks really good. There you go.